it's Marcela Alonso. Welcome to my channel. If you've been following me for a while, thank you so much for tuning in again. Please like, subscribe, and share my content if you really do enjoy it. Today I wanted to, this is a question that I get asked so many times. People DM me left and right and ask me all the time, but I wanted to do a video of how I got verified on IG. So, so many people have asked me how, and I do owe credit to one person, and I'm gonna go over in the video how I did get verified. I never really was trying to get verified to begin with. I was on IG, I was building stuff up, and I had a situation going on, and this is part of my real life too, but so I was blessed. It was the year 2021 in the winter time. It was very cold. Everything in New York again was closed off. I was bored. I downloaded an app called Clubhouse. If you don't know what Clubhouse is, it really was a game changer of an app. I wish it was more successful. I am still on it. It's just absolutely amazing, the Clubhouse. So basically what Clubhouse is, it's a social media app where everybody's talking and there's different rooms and there's different people. And instead of just looking at a picture and, you know, maybe hitting people up in DM, you can actually talk to people. So what I really appreciated about Clubhouse was it was like a game changer of networking. It's very similar to Twitter Spaces, but this was before. Anyway, back to how I got verified, because there was different rooms and I actually met different people in there, and I wasn't, you know, I didn't meet them in person, but I actually talked to different people. I actually met a good friend of mine who's still my friend to this day. She's just an absolutely amazing woman. Her name is Kelly Roberts, and I have to always give her credit because she's always, you know, such a supportive friend. And in life, you need supportive people around you that, you know, uplift you, that help you out and get you where you need to be. So I developed a great friendship with Kelly Roberts, and, you know, I did want to get verified, but it wasn't the goal. When it actually happened so much by accident. And that's the thing. I'm going to warn people. There's a lot of PR places that they just want to take your money and they don't really care about you. They'll say they get verified. Don't fall for none of those scams. I did not pay anything, by the way, to get verified. You do have to be careful. Like I said, there's a lot of that blue chip really, I'll be honest, you know, it just freaking happened. I can't explain it. So I never paid anything again, and you know, it went about. But so anyway, I met Kelly Roberts. We started a great friendship and everything. Things were great. And I had a story about myself that was true. I did approach a PR company, and I'm not going to mention them, and I'm not going to give them any credit. If you want to hit me up privately, and I will leave my contact information right after this video, of a way to do a private one-on-one consultation, you can hit me up and I could, you know, go over things. But I don't want to give this PR company. Anyway, I was working with this one PR company and I wasn't happy. I was telling them, like, you know, I was working on something, and then I was sharing something that was true about me, that everything was true, it was something real life, and they just ignored me. They just put me on the back burner and just totally forgot about me. I was really bummed. I was upset. I was like, oh, you know, they wanted me to lie, and I wasn't comfortable about lying at all. So anyway, they didn't help me whatsoever. Back to how it got started. So, you know, Kelly knew this information about me, and she actually referred me to a wonderful journalist at the Daily Beast. And yeah, so basically I got the article. I talked to the person, and I wasn't anticipating the article to come out right away or whatever. I kind of even forgot about it. I said, oh, let me just ignore it, whatever. The article comes out and goes viral. And all of a sudden, all these news outlets pick it up. Well, now the PR company, a whole week later, after multiple news outlets came about, then they picked up the article. So I will give them credit there. But again, it was a whole week later and they ignored me when I brought them that story. They just totally like ignored me. They were like, our team doesn't like this. And I'm like, and they're like, they were trying to distract me, give me ideas and stuff. And I was like, that's not me. This is not. One thing about me is I'm a very true person, and I am who I am, and I will push who I am, and I'm not gonna like just say anything for clout. Do you understand? So yes, the article did go viral. That other company helped. Then what I did next, let me tell you what I did next. Okay. So I have all these articles and it was going crazy. I remember I had radio stations heading me up. I had different podcasts. I had different people, like tons of activity all on my social media. I was working on building my social media before. It was cool and it was already pretty big, but now it just like flooded and exploded. So what I did is I got the top three articles that were written by verified companies. So one of them was Daily Beats. I went to my settings and I just simply submitted for me to be verified. I submitted from 3 like legit companies. I know Daily Beats was the main one, and I submitted that article along with 2 other outlets that were picked up. By the way, nothing that PR agency did, like those articles just did nothing. I tried verifying on Twitter, it didn't happen. But the one article that Kelly Roberts, and I owe it to her, that is what got me verified. So yeah. Also, I have to give credit to Kelly because she taught me beforehand, before I was verified, how to prepare my social media so I could be verified. So I wasn't doing anything wrong. There's no violations or whatever. I'm a busty girl, naturally. There's no shits about it. But I had to do some things to my social media to change that before I actually did that only in a couple of weeks before. I took a lot of stuff off, I deleted stuff, and then I slowly learned. Once I did get verified, I was like, I literally like submitted it, and I submitted the 3 articles. I remember I submitted my ID, and the next day I woke up and I was like, oh my God, I'm verified. That's freaking crazy. Like, I'm verified. So the next day I was verified, but right after I was verified, floods and floods of people were DMing me, asking me, and I was honest. I was like, my friend just introduced me to a journalist who I happened to, she happened to know. Like, that's how it happened. So it was, I have to thank Clubhouse, the app, which was a great app. I wish it was more popular. I think Spaces is taking over. Because that was just such a good networking experience. If it wasn't for Clubhouse, and I have to say Clubhouse did open up a lot of doors during the pandemic for me. It really was an amazing app. I got to know people and everything, and I'm so happy. And this is the thing, what I learned from this whole lesson. When you talk and you meet people, you never know in the future what they could do for you. And I'm not saying when I met Kelly, I see her as a friend. I'm so thankful for her. My overall thing is when you meet people, you need to value relationships, whoever you meet in general. You just need to be cool. You never know who can introduce you to the next person that's going to help your career. So your integrity is everything in life. How you treat others means the world. When people approach you, when people are hitting you up in the DMs, now I get all kinds of crazy DMs and everything. I'm not going to lie. But your approach and how you talk to people, how you interact, and how you network make the world a difference. Because you might meet the right person in your life that could not only be a friend, but could help you get to that next level in your career, in your life, and help you so much. So thank you so much for being part of. If you'd like to schedule an appointment for a consultation with me, you can simply go to my IG, click on my website right here, Marcela Sobella, and scroll down to the bottom and you will see how you can do a consult with me. For $150, I will do a consult by either Skype, Zoom, or WhatsApp and help you with your problems.